Yo, what's up, legend? It's Dimsii here, and I forgot to make the intro again, but I do want to say make sure you use code Dimsii on 10% off on all Drink Podcast products, and make sure you follow all my social media links down below, and also subscribe to my friend FSN Chris on YouTube. His link will be down below. It was pretty fun making this video with him, and that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and remember, stay safe out there, legends. Peace.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Chris here from Fake Sports News, bringing you guys another video. You know what time it is. We're back at it again with another collab with the GOAT himself. Hello to all the legends out there.
That's right, he got the memo. What's up, legend? It's Dimsii here, and I am with FSN Chris, aka Fake Sports News Chris. So we will be going over week one briefly and talking about our predictions. And however, we're going into week two predicting who we have winning for week two. So, should we go into week one, Chris?
Yeah, we can kick it right off with our predictions for week one. Most of our predictions pretty much lined up. We both had Breach winning on Friday.
Yeah.
Pretty sure of that. That was an upset.
Yeah.
But we both did think that Vegas had a really good chance of upsetting, so that one wasn't really too surprising to anybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else you thought about that series when you watched it?
I was just looking at this and just thinking, how is this happening to Boston? And the change that they had for Vivid out and Kremp, like what a freaking name by the way, in uh I don't know what to say for Boston. I mean, this is kind of why subliners own these guys, but I'm not trying to get into that. We literally,
It's the New York Boston thing, bro.
I know that all-time records don't mean shit, but we like Boston has never beaten us in their franchise history. So they actually beat us in this season. I want to. I'm not gonna be happy. I'm not gonna be mad. So whatever.
So
Anyway,
that
London Royal Ravens versus the Thieves. I wasn't too surprised with London. They are horrible. Both not winning a single map this weekend, losing to the LA Thieves 3-0 and Optic Texas 3-0. Yes, the Optic one. Thank God, I predict that one right. And then the New York Sublime
right?
versus the Atlanta FaZe. I'm happy about that one. Yeah,
I mean,
Chris, yeah.
for everybody watching my POV, what happened? Um, the Ravens series, we'll get them next time. I wasn't expecting a 3-0. You guys know I said game 5. I liked Ravens. I thought they'd improve, but I guess it was just you know, a cap thing. And with Subliners phase series, it was coin toss round 11. Both teams played really well. Happy for the Subliners, happy for FaZe. I like those two teams being in the top 4. So either way, I wasn't really going to be too upset even if FaZe lost. It was just a great series, so can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I actually agree. Absolutely agree. And then for day number 2, man, Saturday was just wow. I mean, the Rocker home series. Yeah, there's complaints like usual, but listen, if you don't like this type of thing happening, if you're opposing team like the LAG or Mutineers, you gotta like call this out beforehand, you know. But that's all I'm
Facts.
saying. Yeah, but overall, I was watching Attach's stream, and they had like a good like caster, like a sports event, live sports event caster announcing all the Rocker players. Wow, I mean it was
Oh, that's
nice.
cool.
Yeah, hoping Sublars could incorporate that somehow, please. And so maybe I can go to every single one of them if I can. But yeah,
At least you guys get events.
yeah, we do. FaZe does not have. How does FaZe not have events yet? That is the weird part, y'all.
Let's not talk about it. I went to one event in 2020, and then poof, we never had any more events after that.
That is
So I'm just like,
whack, bro. Yeah,
I don't know.
yo,
FaZe
okay,
has a
okay,
lot of
okay.
money. I
First
don't
off,
get it.
okay,
I don't get it.
someone at Subliner that's watching this, I'm gonna have like a TikTok video ready of venues and locations you guys could use for majors. All right, stay tuned for that one. But anyway, let's get on with the rocker ones first, and then get on with the rest of the matches. Start for the self promo there, Chris. And you want to start off with the
I'm just
Florida?
gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop us right there. That was savage as hell, bro. I mean, I'm just gonna acknowledge that that was savage for everybody out there. I know my viewers are probably like, sheesh. So I mean, typical. Hey, if you got the mic, use it. But yeah,
All right,
for
so
the series,
you start with the Florida
pretty much
series.
same. I mean, it was just a stomping. Like, there's not a lot to say. Capsule was like 15 and 32 one map. I mean, the guys just got choke slammed. Like, I'm off it, but there's not a lot to talk about. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
don't expect a 3-0 from them. And then the Rocker
no,
versus LAG series. I got this one 6 points. Let's fucking go. 6 points,
let's
Dimsii. You
go.
know what? Yo, I gotta. Okay, for my legends, all right. Last week, I'm gonna turn off my camera for this one. All right. Oh, oops. There we go. There we go. All right, as you legend can see, yes, I predicted the Optic London Series 3-0. I predicted the Rocker versus LAG Series 3-1 and the Sublime versus FaZe 3-2. I got all 6 points, double points across the board. Lucky Dimsii here.
Nice.
It's nice because I'm trying to go up in the leaderboard, hoping to get something this year. But whatever, like I did in Cold War. Yes, I actually got a prize in Cold War. It's a bit of a hard
Oh
process.
shit.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hard process to get it. Luckily, my mother was around back then to help me out with it. Now she's gone, and yeah, I'm my dad.
Oh
But
man,
but
I'm
yeah,
sorry for your loss, bro.
it's fine, it's fine. Yeah. So on a lighter note, Rocker to the LEG 3-1. Kind of didn't expect the map there. I mean, I guess I did because Rocker was a bit mediocre, but at the same time, LEGs have been better either. And what do you have to say,
What?
Chris?
I'm trying to think of what they won. Did they win the S&D? No, Rocker won the S&D. LAG won map one. I just saw the highlights earlier
You
today.
saw highlights? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about last week, pretty much the only map I thought LAG could take in the series was opening hardpoint, and that's what ended up happening. Joe went like 36 and 18 or something,
Yeah.
and yeah, he just took him to prison on Fortress and locked him in. So that was pretty much it. Other than that, Fame and Cammy were really the stars of the show for Minnesota in that series. Fame was the star of the show all day. And yeah, Minnesota, they look pretty good going into this week. I have some thoughts, but yeah.
Man, yeah, he did look good in the Rocker series in both series that day. And it actually, and I believe it has to do with the momentum factor that Rocker does have. I mean, it's their
Hmm.
home major, it's their land, and Attach was streaming there too. I mean, it's hyping the crowd up. I don't have much to say about that, but I don't know. Hopefully, we see more of these around the league. But yeah, so let's get
There's
out.
one more this season.
Oh yeah, there is one more. It's in Minnesota this time, besides
Hmm.
Wisconsin. Screw the Brewers.
Hmm.
But anyway, Ultra versus the Boston Breach. Man, the world major champions just went 0-2 this weekend in terms of maps. I don't know what happened there. I guess Boston came out pissed off and just took it on the Ultra because Jesus, 3-2. I was surprised. Let me go check this one out. Let me see. Is there a way I can take a look? No? Okay. Never mind. It was 3-2, and I was actually surprised that Boston could actually win a freaking map 5. Wow. I'm actually
Yeah,
impressed.
their Mount 5 record with Beans is pretty good. I think they're 2-1 overall, 3-1 after this series, but they were 0-5 before they picked him up. Then they picked him up and they won two in a row. They lost one after that. That was against Ultra, I think, at the major. Then they won this game five against Ultra. So game fives looked a lot better with Beans. So that wasn't too shocking for me. It was also 1-2 series count for the season. So they have traded, and I'm sorry, it was 1-1. So they have traded fairly recently. The last time they played was online, and Beans, of course, did really badly, but they slammed Ultra. And that's ironically what caused them to bring in uh, Pixie for Sandy. But this time, Ultra got slammed by Boston, and Boston made the roster change. So funny how that works. Um, Boston wins both times, and somebody changes teams. So interesting series. Game five, dub for Boston. They're definitely on an uptick, and yeah, I think they'll keep that going.
Alright, alright. So now we are going into the tides of the waves of Seattle Surge versus the Los
Hmm.
Angeles Thieves. And I don't know what happened here. I predicted 3-2 for Surge, but Thieves took it 3-1 to Seattle. So I got nothing much to say on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing as always with Seattle. Roller coaster team. One week they look really good. The next week they look absolutely lost. They didn't win a single map in the series on map three. They were in danger of getting 3-0'd, and then they won the control 3-2. And that was it. Map four. They played pretty tight, but they got smoked. I mean, all the respawns were really close. The S&D was pretty close, I think. But I think Thieves are just a step ahead of Surge, and the vetoes were definitely in their favor. So, in terms of Surge's performance, I wouldn't say that it's time to hit the panic button yet or say that they're on the decline again. I think it was just an off day. I guess we'll stay on Surge because they were the first match of Sunday. So what did you think about the series against the Ultra?
All
I
right,
found it really
all right.
interesting.
So, yeah, I was again. I was surprised when I saw this. I'm like, how did Ultra get 0-2'd out the home set this weekend? I mean, I don't know. I don't have much to say like this one for the Thieves. I guess Serge pulled it together. I mean, like the coach said, he's like, "Oh, we're not gonna change. Don't ask me to change." Was a bit cocky there, but he stood his ground and he actually proved us wrong. I mean,
He did.
I'll give it to him, Mister Phoenix. That's his
Hmm.
name on Twitter. So I have
Shout out
nothing.
to Sam Phoenix.
Yeah. Mm. Now let's get on with the real matches that I got right. Optic versus the Ravens. I'm not surprised because Ravens are pissed. So
Yeah, Ravens are pretty bad. I had this one going 3-1 in favor of Optic. I thought Ravens would sit on map. I thought they could probably, if they played the vetoes well, they could probably take the opening map one, if not the map two. They've been playing really well in S&D before they picked up Yuli, but everything just went to hell in a handbasket with their first few reps with them. So we'll see how things go this week. But yeah, I mean, it was a stomping from Optic. They dominated them the whole way through, and they just dog walked them. So not a lot to say there. On the Seattle side, I wasn't expecting this to go to game 5, but Seattle, as you guys know when we were talking about it last week, was a team that had a lot of upset potential. So this series was a 50-50. Just interesting to see Seattle come out so flat on Saturday and then come out so hot on Sunday. Not really a great sign if you're trying to be a good team overall, but win is a win, and it's definitely something to build off of momentum wise. So can't be mad at a 3-2 victory. And then last series of the weekend, I got full 3 points. So I know my team, I guess, until they face subliners, and I don't know my team. Um, yeah, so it was a 3-2 for FaZe. Game 5, it shouldn't have gone to a game 5. They absolutely trolled the map 3, the map 4. They could have won it in 3 and definitely in 4. Um, yeah, it was just very sloppy play from FaZe and the respawns as usual lately. What did you think about this series? They also lost the map 2 on Embassy, which they were 9-0 on. So that was interesting.
I don't know. I just feel like with this change since the beginning, I knew that when they took out our cities from the roster, Slash wasn't gonna make them bad, but things were gonna
Hmm.
change a bit significantly for this team. I mean, they don't have that.
Absolutely. It's just going to be different.
Yeah, it's a bit different with Slasher. So yeah, overall, I mean, W for me out of this weekend, especially on Friday. But all my 6 points, baby. Let's go on my double point. Shit, let's hope that this happens throughout week 2. Which should we go on to week 2, Chris?
Yeah, let's hop right into it because I'm 5-5. I'm trying to stop looking at this ish. Like, I'm actually getting. It's a bad week. Let's not talk about last week anymore. All
It's
right,
okay.
so
It's okay.
switching over to this week's schedule. We kick things off with Boston taking on London, and I will go again, ladies and gentlemen. I will die on this hill. Game 5, London Royal Ravens. They're not going to win the game 5 in my mind. I'm going on 5 the stage. If you watch the last video that we did, but I think it'll be a game 5. I think Boston walk away with it. It's for $10,000, and London is damn sure not making champs. So this is their champs. That's why I think it's
Yeah.
going to be a game 5. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, at this point of the stage, London just may not make it. I mean, they might have to have a rebuild after the season. Very unfortunate this year, man. I mean, they were, but I mean, if you like in the beginning of this era, I mean, London was okay. I mean, they were like in Championship Sunday and Champs and MW. It doesn't change shit. So they just fell off from there. Ever since they
They
dropped.
also dropped the Twins. So
The Twins 0, which, man, I don't know what's going on. Who's making those decisions? Just fire the GM, please. Who's ever running that organization? Just, just get dropped from
they,
the Ravens.
they they also like to get international talent, which is a big problem in the CDL because everybody has to play in North America. So, if they didn't, if they just stuck to like North American players, I feel like they'd have less roster issues because they always have to like
Yeah, that's what
sort
I'm.
something out with their European
I mean,
players and then
I'm
bring
I'm
in
getting
North
what they're
Americans
doing.
anyways.
They're trying to like cater to the European audience, but then again, the league is
Hmm.
like it's super freaking American, where EU and the other side of the world they don't even have a chance to view the matches live. And I feel like just like the
Right.
Overwatch League, they should have an encore match, just like how they had for every Overwatch League match. I watched the New York Excelsior ones when they were in the
Mm.
Eastern in that one season, 2020. I couldn't even keep up live. Like I'm not gonna wake up at I know people are gonna call me regular fan. Oh, you're not a real fan. Me, 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 me.
Casual, casual.
Dude, I'm not gonna wake up at 6 a.m. just turn on my screen and just ruin my fucking eyes. Like, nah, dude, I'm sorry.
Not doing
And
that.
also, Excelsior's been like falling off the past few years. Let's hope they can actually do something. Anyway, so let's get on with the battle of the Sea Bros, the Seattle Surge versus the
The Battle
Florida.
of the Seamen.
Oh God, stop. The Seattle Surge, the Florida Mutineers. Uh, I don't know, man. I'm gonna pick Florida to take this one, Game 5.
Hey, that's not a bad choice. I mean, this one's a pretty serious coin toss. Florida's gotten a lot better in respawn with their new team.
Yeah.
Seattle is, like I said before, super up and down. I have game five Seattle. I just feel like their hard point is going to carry them. I don't see them losing map one and four. And I see them probably taking the control as well. So I think, I don't know. I mean, it could be a 3-1. If they take the control, it'll definitely be a 3-1, obviously. But I feel like Florida will steal a respawn somewhere, probably the map one. That's why I think it's a game five. But I could see where Florida would win this. Seattle's definitely in weird form right now, but I'm going to stick with the favorites and go with Seattle here.
Yeah, that's fair
So our
enough.
last matchup is New York versus Minnesota. I'll let you kick that one off as our resident New York fan.
All right, legend. So everybody knows, Subliner versus Rocker. Ooh, man. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna give this one a 3-1 New York. 3-1.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's very fair.
I mean, it's not the home series for Rocker. So that's fun. That's good. And for the Subliners, I mean, they did beat FaZe last week, but I don't know how that would translate against the Rocker. I know that they're gonna do. I can't wait for the comments that it's online, it's online. Don't care. I know the Subliners are gonna take this one 3-1 overall. I mean, I think Rocker's gonna take the hard point map one, but Subliners are gonna take it all the way through map four. So Subliners with four.
Yeah, I agree. I I don't know. I gave Subliners a two map cushion just because I feel like with the honeymoon phase coming in for Rocker, um, it's just gonna be hard for them to counter their playstyle. They don't have a lot of bot on them, and they don't really know how to game plan for some of their um like strategies and breakoffs, things like that. So I feel like Rocker steals some maps in the series somewhere. But I think New York is clearly just a better team right now.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, same thought process. I'm thinking New York win it. I really thought it would be a 3-1, but I said 3-2 out of respect to Minnesota and how dangerous they looked on their land last week, albeit against some really, really mid teams.
All right. Whatever. Let's get on with week two. Day two. Vegas Legion
Hmm.
versus the London Royal Ravens.
All right, you know what I'm gonna say before I say it. Um,
You say it,
Make it
bro.
rain. Standy, tall. Standy on my money. I'm what do you say? I'm whatever 6-9-2 or something, whatever. So stand on the W. Vegas 3-2. That's what I'm gonna say. I think Vegas's S&D is leaps and bounds above Ravens. I think Sandy's the goat SMG that this team needed, and I think it's game five win for Legion. I feel like London will probably steal some hard points, some respawn in there. I feel like these two teams are very much on even footing in terms of just how many simple mistakes they make. So that's why I think it's game five. In terms of S&D, I feel like Vegas is just more polished between these two. So I think Vegas win it. It's more likely going to be a 3-1, though, just because of how Stanley's been playing in the respawns. But I just think London is so cagey, it's hard to predict.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. Anyway, let's get on with the next one. Ooh, the Battle of LA versus the the Los Angeles Thieves versus the Los Angeles Gorillas. Remind me of the
I don't know
Dodger.
if you know this,
Huh?
but I don't know if you knew this, but LA Thieves is actually like 0-6 against LA Gorillas. I swear to God.
I know. I know. Angel versus Dodgers. I'm thinking of right now.
Angels versus Dodgers.
Oh
Otani
no, no.
versus
Actually, you know what? The Lakers versus Clippers. That's why
Okay,
would.
both are mid. That's fair. That's
Alright,
fair.
there.
That's fair. Both
I,
are
I
mid.
was I was gonna bring up hockey, but once in Anaheim. Anyway, back to topic. All right, Thieves versus Gorillas. I don't even know what to say. I really hope Thieves can win this one. Break that streak against the Los Angeles Gorillas. Thieves, I swear, win this for my double points, please. Please win at my double points. I'm gonna have. I think I'm gonna have this one. I'm gonna have this a 3-1. I'm having a 3-1. I don't care.
Let's go. Let's go. We're in
Yeah.
sync. All right,
All
3-1
right.
LAT. Run it up.
Run it
I
up.
think Thieves sweep the respawns. Maybe Gorillas take map one like they typically do. If they get
Yeah.
an embassy, they probably take map one.
All
But I feel like Gorillas are just kind of chalked. Like everybody knows how they play. They can't really switch things up too much just because their team is locked and their money's chalk. So yeah, it's just rough for this team. They're just fighting. So 3-1 LA Thieves.
Yeah.
And then the next matchup, damn.
Oh
You got two
God.
bangers to close out Saturday, my man.
Oh
You see that?
God. Oh God.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I think back to back game fives.
Boo. Lame wall. Boo. Looking like the New York
Hey,
Jets.
that's him saying that. That's not me. No association. No
Looking like
association,
the New
Optic
York Jets
fans.
out here. No, but
Oh,
seriously.
hell no. Hell no.
Anyway, yeah. So a New York 3-0.
New York 3-0. Interesting. All right. I have it
I'm
going
kidding.
you
I'm kidding. I'm
at the
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
opposite
kidding.
way.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. 3-1. You green wallers. There. In fact, well, let me see. Do I have double points? Yeah, I'm booking this. Double points. Book it. I don't give a fuck. 3-1. Someone is still winning.
3-1?
Yes, 3-1. We beat these fucks last time. Come on now. Oh, we got second place. Oh, you got top 12. Shut up. Chris, you want to go on?
Bro, it's the ladder cheese, man. Dan Ghosty's gonna be watching that ladder. No, I'm joking, but I think it's a 3-2 for Optic Texas. I know you're not gonna like this one. I think New York take the hard points. Possibly, Optic is so good at hard point. If there's a fortress in that series, we know which way it's going. So I'll say 3-2 Optic. I feel like their vetoes, they're gonna troll in the vetoes. But New York is also a team that likes to troll in the vetoes a lot. I know you probably have said that many times watching the series
Yeah.
this year. Um, so I think it's a 3-2. I think the series is going to be really weird in terms of the maps. I think Hydro gets through. That's the only thing I am really sure about. I think Fortress is probably Ego Chow from New York for map one. If it is, or I'm sorry, map four is probably Optics pick. So I'll say Fortress for that one, and they probably bank on that. New York probably take the S&D. Optic probably take map one. Game three is a toss up. Game five guaranteed. I think Optic take the game five though. I feel like Subminer's Lightning will not strike in the same spot twice with game fives against top tier teams. So I think Optic get it done. I'll acknowledge that their game five record is atrocious, so it's like 2-8 or something. It's insane. But yeah, I think Optic. So last matchup of the day is going to be my boys. Call me biased, call me crazy, and if you are, all right, I'm not even gonna make the joke, but I was gonna say if you're a really like fine lady, call me anytime, but that's just so tired. But yeah, I think phase 3-2.
Yes, sir. We're on the same boat, baby. Finally, we're on the same boat. I'm thinking base 3-2 also.
Let's get it. I mean, I will say that I my honest pick for the last series was 3-1 for New York just because I feel like Optic hasn't been tested yet. But it's a new week, so that's why I switched and said 3-2 Optic before we recorded this. Um, I think same thing for Seattle, or I'm sorry, Toronto and FaZe. I feel like Toronto is going to start looking more like themselves this week, and I feel like FaZe is going to start looking more like themselves this week. So that's why I think it's a 3-2 for FaZe. I feel like the S&Ds kind of cancel out, as odd as it sounds. But I feel like the control is where Toronto has the edge, and I feel like the hardpoint is where FaZe has the edge. They're actually 7-1 against Toronto in hardpoint this year, I believe, and they beat them with Hixie the last time they traded. So it was 1-1, but they were 6-0 going into their last matchup in winners finals. So I think the hardpoint is clearly an advantage of FaZe. I think they take both, probably just one hardpoint, and I think the S&Ds are definitely in their favor. But Toronto is a strong team, so I think the control goes their way regardless. And I think the S&Ds will probably be the only way for FaZe to get it done and sealing one hardpoint. What are you thinking with this one?
Yeah, phase 3-2. I think Ultra take a hard point, the map one hard point to control, but phase are gonna have it at 2, 4, and 5 in maps. Map count 2, 4, 5.
That's fair.
Yeah,
They've yet to beat FaZe in the map one this year, ironically though. So
yeah.
maybe they'll break the curse this time.
Also, all right, now that's
Mhm.
concluding day
So,
2.
but
This is the Los
it'll be
Angeles. All
interesting
right,
if they do.
all right. We're gonna get quickly with this one. They're the Los Angeles Squirrels. This is the battle of Los Angeles Squirrels versus Las Vegas Legion. Two
Hmm.
mid teams. I don't know. Vegas. I'm gonna go with Vegas in this one. I'm gonna go Vegas
Same.
3-1. 3-1 Vegas.
3-1, respectable.
All right. I need to turn on my webcam for this segment. So here you go.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna say 3-2 Vegas. I feel like LAG is a really good hardpoint team, and that's pretty much the only mode that they're really strong in. But they're also a sneaky good control team. If they can get a fortress or an Asilo through against a team like Vegas that is absolutely horrid at control, I think they definitely take the control, and possibly if they play the vetoes right, the map one also. But I think Vegas get 2, 4, and 5 most likely, and I think it's 3-2 regardless.
Yeah. Same. I think it's
Next
the same.
matchup,
All right. Go on.
we have Toronto taking on the Florida Mutineers. I'll let you kick this one off. I have some interesting thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do. I'm good. I do think Ultra wins this in map 5. Uh.
Same page.
Yeah. Solely because Florida. Florida's good. They're not bad as I thought last week, but again, I think Ultra can actually beat these guys out to a map 5. So don't got much to say.
I agree. I think Ultra's a really good team, obviously, like we both have said. They're also a really good S&D team, like we both have mentioned a couple times. And yeah, against Florida, I feel like it's going to be a straight up bang out. Both are really good at obviously S&D. Both have been struggling a little bit in hardpoint online in stage 4, but they've played some pretty close games, and they've definitely come close enough to beating top tier teams in hardpoint, where I would say that Toronto should have the edge in respawn, but I feel like Mutineers will probably take an extra map somewhere that we're not expecting. I think they probably take the S&D and then maybe the map 4 if they get like a Mercado or something that they are really good at. So yeah, game 5 Ultra, but yeah, more than likely a 3-1.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Now to kick off the last banger. Wow. Ooh. What do we got here,
I'm
Chris?
gonna be honest with you. Um, I'm thinking it's a 3-2 for the LA Thieves. They are currently sitting 3-2 in the season series. There's just something about this Optic versus Thieves matchup that clearly doesn't work for any iteration of the Optic Texas or Optic Chicago or Chicago Huntsman lineup. So yeah, I think 3-2 Thieves. I don't know how it happens. I think this is gonna be a crazy ass series. Both are so good at hardpoint. Both
Yeah.
are pretty mid at S&D. Controls okay for both. So it's gonna be a bang out. 3-2 Thieves, my call.
Yeah. 3-2 team my call also. Let's hope Thieves can get this one for my double points. I have them winning 2 of my double points, and then Florida. How many double points also? Yeah, I think that's about
Oh,
it for day number 2 for our prediction. Let's hope I get this one right, especially the New York ones. I'd like to thank you, Legend, for actually listening to our predictions. I hope you guys like these videos with Fake Sports with Chris. Go subscribe to his channel. And that's about it. Dimsii, out.
yeah, I hope you guys appreciate Dimsii for coming out and doing the collab. He is absolutely the GOAT. Be sure to go check out his content, subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. If you haven't already, what the hell are you doing? Anyways, thanks for all the love lately, guys. Just hit 150 today. Big milestone. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope you have a great morning, noon, or night wherever you may be on this beautiful planet. And shout out to all the legends out there. Hope you guys have a great one as well. And we will catch you guys on the next collab. Peace.